up happening. And I'm sure you watched Scarface. Either you start using your own product, which you just told me that you use meth. The state is alleging that you're selling meth. So you've already started using your own product. All right, who is here on Roy Vidalis?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, everyone, please keep your voices up. Court is calling 2024 CR 4965, State of Texas versus Roy Vidalis. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, hang on.
Defense?
Attorney Bill Simmons for defense.
And are you Mr. Vidalis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you for keeping your voice up. Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Vidalis, did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes,
Did
Your
you
Honor.
understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're proceeding on count one, waiving count two.
No objection.
All right, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand in count one, you're charged with the offense of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance? Penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is a first-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Vidalis, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to a jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count one. Your punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State recommends community supervision, and there's to be restitution to SAPD. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State is at the plea?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 180 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense and count one, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no
No
contest?
contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number one with all this attachment.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Thank you.
Did you review the waiver of appeal? I'm sorry, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We would just pray that the court follow the plea agreement. We would also ask the court to give consideration to possibly probating a portion of the fine.
All right. So how old are you?
Going to be 32 in October.
Do you have any children?
I have 4 of them at home.
What are their ages?
My oldest is gonna be 14, 12, 10, and 8. All from the same mama.
All right. And who is Jamesia?
Jimmy, Juanita,
No, it's Jameiccia. Jamesia Asina Marie Mays. Who is that?
oh, that was the driver of the, who got arrested that day.
Female?
Yes, ma'am.
Not the mother of your children?
No, ma'am. I was in the backseat.
I'm sorry, what?
I was in the backseat and she had her boyfriend.
All right. And who is Claudio Mesa?
That would be her boyfriend.
All right. How do you know them?
I know them from a mutual friend,
Who's the mutual friend?
Yvette.
Yvette who?
Yeah, it went in. Yvette, she's an older lady, and I met her.
So you don't know her last name.
No, ma'am, I do not.
How would you feel if your children were hanging out with people and they don't even know their full name?
Wouldn't feel right at all.
Mhm. And so were your children when you were picking up this case?
They were with their mother
When's the last time you saw them?
before I got arrested. May 13th is when.
Do you pay child support?
No, ma'am, they all live with me.
I'm sorry, what?
They all live with me. For the past 7 years, they've been with me.
All right. And what's up with all the tattoos?
Free time. This is my mother's name on my right arm,
Okay.
and this is space, planets, stars, moon.
All right. And what's on your neck?
Right here, this is a steer. I'm a ranchan. I was born and raised. This is ha ha ha,
Okay. What is ha ha ha?
Joker, Batman.
Okay. And underneath the ha ha ha?
Southwest is where I reside, southwest side of San Antonio. I'm a dragon, Southwest High School.
All right. So why do you need to put Southwest on the side of your neck?
It was one of those free times I didn't have my kids. And
When's the last time you were employed?
I was recently employed at Southern Tire Mart before I got let go.
I'm sorry, you was employed what?
By Southern Tire Mart before I got let go. It was before December.
All right. What are you saying? By whom?
By Southern Tire Mart.
Southern
Tire Mart.
Tire Mart.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Off of I-10 and Foster.
All right. All right. So how often have you been using meth?
Really, I just use it when it's there. I mean, people I hang around with, but me purchasing it, no, ma'am, I don't.
All right. I've never heard of people giving free meth unless they give it to you on the first time. Usually with marijuana, you can understand people are puff, puff, pass. But with meth, I've never heard of people doing the puff, puff, pass unless you're paying.
I mean, I just moved back to the neighborhood and kind of fell with the wrong crowd again,
All right. People will say that you're the wrong crowd.
maybe.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. There's to be restitution, if any, to SAPD. There's to be no contact with the following persons. Jamecia, Jameiccia, Asina, Essina, Marie Mays, Mays, Claudio Mesa, Meza, any person by the name of Yvette. So if you meet the love of your life and it turns out to be somebody named Yvette, while you're on this probation, you can't have contact with her. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to want a gang evaluation. there's to be 180 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
Up to the ninth grade.
Why did you drop out?
I wanted to get my own personal things, my own car, my own place, and really I dropped out before I even knew I was gonna have a kid.
All right. So has Child Protective Services ever been involved in your life?
No, ma'am, they have not.
All right. I'm going to want parenting classes. Once he completes parenting classes, then 80 hours of the community service restitution will be deemed satisfied. You are either going to get your GED or you're going to go into somebody's trade school. And once that's completed, the remaining of the community service hours will be deemed satisfied.
I actually have a GED from the San Marquis.
All right,
Education.
so he'll need to be in a trade school. He says he has his GED. Make sure he has that. If he has his GED, then you need to go to somebody's trade school so that you can start being able to pay child support. And I'm going to tell you why I say pay child support in just a moment. So there's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Does he have any prior history?
Your Honor, I don't want to tell the court anything wrong. I believe he does have some, but I don't know that whether or not there's any felony convictions.
All right, there's going to be a TAP evaluation in custody.
That's it.
Follow recommendations of TAP. And we can do a felony drug court referral in custody. They're probably not going to accept him though. There's to be no contact. I'm sorry, what's your, the mother of your children's name?
Desiree Luna.
I'm sorry, what?
Desiree Luna.
Desiree Luna?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And you're not allowed to reside in any household with minors.
Okay, so for instance, my kids that live with my mom, well, I recently moved back to my mom's and my kids are at my mom's.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't live there.
Okay,
You don't need to be around any minors right now.
okay.
And so let me ask you this. You say your children are now living with your mother.
Well, since I've been here.
All right,
since
so
I've been here.
where is Desiree?
She has her own family. She has her own kid. I mean, they go back and forth weekends and
All right, there's something weird going on here. So he's not allowed to reside in any household with minors. There's going to be CPS compliance if applicable. I'm going to want field visits until further notice. If he is under gang evaluation, of course, they'll handle the field visits. There's going to be proof of employment within 40 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And there's going to be 120 sober meetings in 120 days. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
How many field visits per month?
Thank you. We'll do one field visit until further notice. One field visits a month until further notice. And he is to remain in custody for the TAP evaluation, the felony drug court evaluation, and the gang evaluation. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
no, ma'am.
Your Honor,
Yes.
just for clarification, saying that he can't, the children were living with him, and my understanding is that the mother of the children was not. Is that accurate?
Yes,
So the court had previously said that they didn't want any unsupervised visitation, which should not be an issue because your mother is where they are at this time.
yes.
Yes.
But in an effort to avoid homelessness at this time, is it okay for him to live there, but no unsupervised, no unsupervised contact with the children, any minors, including his own?
No, I'm not going to allow that.
So,
And let me explain to you why. Some people think, why is she doing that? So here's the problem. You are involved with people who you say are part of the bad crowd. This is a possession with intent to deliver drugs, which means the state has alleged that people were selling drugs. You're in a vehicle with two people that you sort of have a relationship, but not really, because you're saying you met them through somebody named Yvette. This is what I assume about people who are in the business of selling drugs. One or two things end up happening. And I'm sure you watched Scarface. Either you start using your own product, which you just told me that you use meth. The state is alleging that you're selling meth. So you've already started using your own product. Two, once you start using your own product, you're not thinking clearly. Once you sell, you're not thinking clearly. Number two, you're meeting these random people. And when you meet random people, those random people bleed over into your personal life. Your children are a part of your personal life. You may end up going to prison. That means that the police may end up raiding your house, hopefully with a search warrant, or for exigent circumstances with your children in the household. The last thing your children and your mom need is the police maybe knocking in the door, looking for you, or either these random people that you don't know looking for you because you've been using product that you're supposed to be selling. Either way, it's not good for your children, and it's not good for your mom to bring that to her doorstep. She has taken on raising 4 children that you and this random person you decide to be the mother of your children, Desiree Luna, who's not even taking care of those children. Your mother is. You're not paying child support. Your mother is. You're not making sure they eat. Your mother is. And you don't even have employment. So you are an adult who's going to be living with your mom. You're not paying to stay there, and you're just eating up all the food. So that is why you're going to get a place to stay, and they can see about lifetime recovery for you or haven for hope. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. I know you probably think I'm being hard on you. Who does she think she is? That's okay that you're thinking that. But at the end of the day, where you are now in your life, hopefully this won't be all there is to you. There's still a chance for you to do better things. But if you decide you want to live a certain lifestyle, which is outside the bounds of the law, if you want to continue to use drugs, if that's something you want to do, don't bring all of that trauma to your mom's doorstep when she is just trying to take care of your children that you're supposed to be taking care of. You understand?
I respect for you. Yes, ma'am.
All right. And when you have some extra money, guess what? Send it in the mail to your mom so she can get, clothing for your children and help feed them. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And then once you're clean and sober, if you come back to me and you prove to me you're clean and sober and you got your life together, I will lift that order and you will be able to have visitation with your children.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right. It's up to you whether
Yes, ma'am.
you want to do it. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Good luck to you.
Sure.
Kathleen Aguilar. Yes. Kathleen Aguilar. She's still not present. Mariah Lopez. Hi.
Hi, Judge.
All right. Where's Mariah Lopez?
She's in custody but refuses to come over. And we're not communicating well with her, Judge. I don't know if we should request a mental health evaluation. Or
All right.
withdraw.
Do you think she has mental health issues, or has she just decided she does not want to participate in her case?
Judge, she had an MTR and we had a deal worked out and she did not accept the agreement. And so she has these new number ones pending. And this is the first time we've been on one of the new number ones.
All right. So is this the only number one that's a pending that's been indicted?
It's the only one that I'm aware of.
All right. Do you have all of the discovery?
I have to ask Peter. It is his case, but I will find out.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. Deputy Lord, Deputy Mejia, we're going to reset this case and let them know at the jail that she needs to be present, or either she can appear by Zoom. All right. What date, Miss Ferguson? Yes, let's bring her. Well, yes, let's do July 9th. And that'll give you a chance to have.
Would it be possible to do it on the 10th so that I can get here? I mean,
All right, let me
we
just
have
see.
Oh, no, we have it set on the 9th already.
All right, July 9th?
Yes, it's on here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Miss Ferguson, July 9th.
Okay, thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who's here on Theodore Sanchez?
My name is Todd McCray. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So where are we on this case with discovery?
The discovery should be, as of right now, Judge, should all be out, and I haven't been notified by Mr. Trainer if there's anything outstanding. I
Good.
believe this is the first time you've been able to talk to the client.
Judge, he was recently indicted. I was recently appointed. This is my first time to appear before the court and talk to Mr. Sanchez. And you could see the files underneath my arm. There's 5 cases, and we're still reviewing the discovery. I'm still reviewing that discovery with Mr. Sanchez. And so at this point, we don't have an offer yet on the table. I think if the court gave us some time to go through the discovery and make sure there's nothing missing or something that we need that's not there, then we'd be able to approach the state about our plea bargaining.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Sanchez. Recall this in 45 days. In 45 days, at the next setting, you all need to do an acknowledgement of discovery and the state will tender an offer.
That sounds reasonable.
All right, which date?
Judge, I can do August 6th or August 8th.
Council?
I'm juggling files on my phone. I would say the 8th, August the 8th.
All right, we'll be back on August 8th. Do you believe your client is going to be released?
I don't have any reason to believe at this point he'll be released, Your Honor. He's actually on parole.
All right, so you'll be back on August 8th.
Oh, thank you.
All right, thank
Can I
you.
have a little more time with him and the
Yes.
auction? Thank you.
But council,
Yes, ma'am.
just let the deputies know when you're done.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll tell you, I should have called you, try to come by and see you, but I just, I'll get busy in my own.
Oh, no, it happens.
Yeah.
You know, Laura, Abib and I,
Yeah.
we're trying to do the school reunion for us. So we shall see.
Let me know. That'll be something.
Righty. We're trying to think of a location. By the way, you're on the committee.
I know, and if I can, let me know what I need to do or
Oh, think of a location.
location.
You know, I'm always thinking Europe, but people are like Stephanie. Not international, so we need a location. Yeah, think on it.
I will, where do you think most of our classmates are?
Oh, I know there's some in New York, there's some in Arizona, there's some in Colorado.
Let's do Fort Worth.
All right, well, you have to figure out what we can do in Fort Worth.
I was in Fort Worth like about a month and a half ago,
Mhm.
and I went there for a cattle auction, but the downtown is really nice. And there's a lot of like little different like bars, and there's like a lot of little parks and stuff that are really nice. I don't think we have the homeless problem we have. We decided to see that.
All right.
And anyways, let me think some more. But that would be
Why are you taking Europe off the table? But okay, maybe we can go to somewhere in Africa.
There you go.
All right.
I would do that too.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 10653, State of Texas versus Mark Anthony Costa. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Neil Kalfas on behalf of Mr. Costa, Your Honor.
And that's CALFAS. And are you Mr. Mark Costa?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, both the state and the defense are stating that you all have entered into a different plea bargain agreement. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
It is, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Costa, are you aware of the new plea bargain agreement that was reached between your attorney and the state?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review that plea bargain agreement with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is still proceeding on count 1. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,500 fine. There's to be no application for community supervision. They will take in consideration the following NITMAG numbers 766811 and 766810. Did you understand that to be the new plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the new plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the new plea bargain agreement?
It is.
And Mr. Costa, if you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Mark Anthony Costa.
All right, are you asking the court to follow this plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you review the paragraph from the plea bargain page entitled Waiver of Appeal Paragraph?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand your attorney's instructions with regards to that paragraph?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right. And he previously entered a plea, is that correct?
He did, Your Honor.
And previously, your plea, was it no contest or guilty?
I think we pled guilty, Judge, but I don't know for sure.
All right, I'm being told it was guilty by the clerk. All right, someone else accepted your plea. Oh, it's guilty to count one. All right, are both parties ready to proceed with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 10 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. Take in consideration night bag number 766-811, 766-810. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you, sir?
38. Your Honor.
All right, so you're gonna have to start making some changes because otherwise you're gonna look up from your life. A majority of it is gonna be spent behind bars. Don't be the person at the prison when new people come in and they want to know how things are run. And they say, oh, ask the grandfather. And they say, who's the grandfather? He's the oldest person in this prison. Don't be that person. You understand?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're
Have
welcome.
excuse, Judge?
Yes,
Thank you.
Madam Mayor Perch,
yes.
I have a Chris Dunning set today, and I think we're going to come back at 1:30.
Yes.
I have to be in civil court for just a presiding matter. I was wondering if I can appear by Zoom
Sure.
at 1:30. Okay, thank you. I think it was just a sentencing.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Gilbert Orozco? Yes, where's he?
He's here.
Come forward.
Come on up.
And then after this, court is taking its recess.
Thank you for, sorry I was late and sorry I don't have a tie. I did not have this on my calendar.
All right, what's your name? The court reporter wants to know.
Dwight Chumley. Yeah.
All right, so I'm telling all attorneys to please introduce themselves
Okay,
to
yeah.
the court reporter. She's new.
Good. Welcome aboard.
All right, so
Here we go.
Mr. Orozco, come forward. All right, today is his plea deadline day.
Well, here's the deal. They have at the scene, it's a restaurant parking lot, there are video cameras.
Mhm.
In the discovery that I've been given, the police officers acknowledged that, yes, they are some video cameras up there.
Mhm.
I have not seen those videos. I don't know if it was working. I don't know. There's no evidence in the DA's file as to what is the status of these parking lot cameras. So and maybe 2 weeks or something just to,
Okay, State, do you know how long it'll take to get that information to you?
Well, Judge, I mean, if it's not mentioned in, I have not reviewed this case. If
Okay.
it's not mentioned in our prosecution guide or any of the officers that they collected it, it's not collected, but that's not to say that the establishment may or may not have that. But at this point, if it doesn't say it in our prosecution guide, as of right now, we don't have any security cameras that were collected.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll give you all a reset to see if there were cameras in place and if the video maybe was destroyed, because I know sometimes those are on a loop and it records over.
Here's an issue. July, I'm gonna be gone. Well, most of the month, the 10th through the 14th, and then I'm gone the 21st through the 31st. So I was thinking maybe we could do it August, the first week in August.
Well, you're saying you're gone from when?
Well, the first trip is the 10th through the 14th,
Okay,
and the second one is the 20th through the 31st.
all right, you want to put it for July 15th or 16th?
Yeah, the 16th would be good.
All right, Norman, can you recall this for the 16th? All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right. Where is it? But this one? Yes. All right, I'll take that up and then we'll go on our break. Which page is the Roscoe on? Oh, all right, thank you.
All I'm gonna do is call protective. If they have, it, yeah, see, if they don't have, it, they have money.
All right, Tony, you ski ready? All right, what's going on with you? What's going on in your life?
I just started a new job.
Right. Doing what?
I'm a server.
All right, and if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
It would come back negative.
All right, we're going to do a drug test, okay?
Okay, I did one yesterday.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do a drug test and then who is your brother's girlfriend?
Kaylee.
All right,
I don't know her last name.
so do you still live with your mom?
Yeah, I just had to move back in there.
All right,
Like
so
in April.
you're saying you had to move back in?
Yeah, I had my own apartment and I had it with a roommate. And I was giving her 800 a month and been friends with her since freshman year, found out she wasn't, all the bills, all the money I gave her a month never went towards the bills.
Mhm.
So we were over $6,000 in her rent and I had all the receipts on me paying her and everything, so they let me out of the lease early. And it was a big altercation. I had to call the cops because she got physical with me and I told the cops, I was like, I'm on probation. I'm not gonna get physical with her and risk getting in trouble for that. It's not worth it.
All right, you're going to do a UA today.
Okay.
And I know previously there was an issue with you, and this is from March 2024, where you return back positive for marijuana and they did progressive sanctions. So we're going to do a UA and then we're going to tighten up your schedule with your curfew for being at home with your mother.
Okay.
So first thing, we're going to see what this UA, the results are.
Mhm.
And then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you instructions, but your curfew is going to get tightened up. Okay.
Thank you, Jen.
All right. Thank you. We're still here for discovery. Where are we on that?
I believe unless anything, I checked last week and I didn't see that anything new had come in. There's just terabytes of it. But of course, because I've also been downloading the discovery on all the other cases as well. But Jason, I think, believes that it's all pretty much in. I didn't see anything new when I checked about a week ago.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you all a 60-day reset. And when you all come back within that time frame, I'm going to want an acknowledgement of discovery signed.
Very good.
That's good.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 60-day reset, August 20th.
That's fine. I just want to make sure I heard it right, Judge.
Is that good for you, Ms. Kramer?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so we're going to come back on August 20th and then state the next setting I'm going to have. I don't know if you all are seeking the death penalty or not. I don't know his age, but there's also the capital murder case.
Yes, sir.
So pretty soon I'm going to want to know whether or not you're seeking the death penalty.
Yes, Judge.
Right, Judge, because I've been holding off filing on some requests for some experts, waiting to know exactly what I can do with Jason. We haven't actually started any type of negotiations at all yet.
All right. And do you already have a second chair?
I do. You gave me Charles Blunt.
All right, thank you. All right, so we will see you back on August 20th. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, so we'll be back on August 20th for the acknowledgement of discovery. And then state if you'll start working on whether or not y'all will seek the death penalty.
Family.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge, thank you. It's the family. of the
Oh, okay.
victim.
All right, so all right, August 20th.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, to the advocate, excuse me, hi. Oh, that's his mother? Oh, okay, thank you. All right, miss, we're gonna be back on August 20th. All right, you're welcome. All right, who's here on David Coyote Vargas?
I am, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good, but I guess I say when you get older, you get more absent-minded.
Oh, yeah.
I was here yesterday, Judge. You gave us the setting for July 23rd.
Yes.
When I got back to the office, I was kindly reminded I'll be on vacation,
Okay.
22nd through August.
Were
2.
you kindly reminded? Or they're like, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm being nice. You're like, what were you thinking?
All right, so when will you be back?
August 2.
August 2nd?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Ferguson. On this case, can you set it for August 5th? And is your client on bond?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you have contact with him?
Yes, I do.
All right, so we'll recall it for August 5th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
You always have the best flowers in you.
Oh, thank you. You know, my mom always says that other than at home, the most time you spend is at work. And so she said, you should try to make it bright and beautiful. So even if you're having a bad day, I'll look at the flowers. I'm like, oh, you know.
I always do. I've noticed that.
All
And
right.
they're real.
Yes, they're real.
All right, Judge.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you.
No, I'll just get there and I'll be setting them to surrender.
Okay, sure.
Sanchez, Weezer.
Who is here on Orlando Ortiz?
Excuse me, Judge, that's me.
Yes.
I'm sorry to bother you. I'll talk it. Currently, it's a closed case. The EPS has not removed the ignition or lock. They say they haven't got here.
So do we have the file here? It's gone somewhere else.
I think it's gone.
All right, can you have the clerk in the back check to see if it's gone?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Everyone, we're taking our break at noon. Oh, is your client on bond or in custody? Hi. Welcome to the 187th.
Thank you.
Miranda.
Ah, so what's your name?
Miranda.
Yeah. Okay. And are you in school or?
High school.
Oh, wow, what grade?
Going into 10th grade.
Okay, that is so awesome. Please enjoy your high school days. People would always try to rush me, but I said, the closer you get to graduating, the closer you get to adulting. But I hope you're enjoying it. So what are you planning on doing?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Either medical school or becoming a lawyer.
All right, so if you end up going to medical school, I'm gonna make sure you're invited to any party that I have so I can come up to you and ask for free advice. But whenever you wanna stop by, if you maybe thinking, maybe law school, maybe not, you're more than welcome to always come and sit in court with us.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Hey, how's it going?
Just taking around to all the courts I have.
Oh, wow. Is your mom paying you? All right, so then I'm going to put on my other hat. And if you want to sue, you know, for violation of child labor laws, let me know. But it's good seeing you, but be sure to come by anytime, okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right, awesome. You guys look like twins.
Judge, Norma emailed me about Ronaldo Marcos.
Yes.
It was a violation, but we had already taken care of that. She said that you wanted me to bring him back in.
No, they gave it back to me
Oh.
on a different one. And so when it was presented to me, it was presented as a different one. So you're saying it's already been ruled on?
Yes, we brought him back 2 weeks ago. It was this, yeah, it was a Spanish speaker that
Oh.
we needed an interpreter on.
Okay, I remember now.
You allowed him to remove the ignition interlock and install the scram.
Yes. Okay,
So
so
that's already been taken care of.
Why we keep getting it. That's what I was trying to keep getting it.
all right.
Well, I
so-
think It may have been, you didn't have a file and,
Yeah, 'cause it's an iPad.
yeah,
Yeah, but still, they should have received it. Okay,
So you wanna fill it out again, so we will keep getting it? And just-
all right, if you'll give me another one, a blank one, and I'll fill it out again.
I haven't received any additional violation from,
Can I see if it's something?
Okay, sure.